Hi everyone, New England Gardening here on this, is it Thursday? October 12th? Is that what it is? October 12th? And I think I might get the date wrong here. But anyways, just a quick video on bee activity. I'll start off with the hive here, although I got the camera because I noticed the bees on the Aster, working the Aster. And a couple of years back, I bought several varieties, like 4 varieties of goldenrod here, and I thought this was the shortest one, but I put it was in the front. It was about knee high, and now I put it in the back here, and it's taller. So. Depends on soil condition. I don't know if this is a native to Massachusetts. I bought some, I think, from off of eBay from someone up maybe in Michigan. I know I've seen occasionally on the side of the road here in Massachusetts some goldenrod that was a lot smaller, and almost got out and tried to get a sample, but I don't see. Yesterday there's bumblebees on this, bumblebees all over this, and I saw one honeybee yesterday working it. Okay, there's one right there. So that guy's got the job of getting the, I think it's just the pollen from the goldenrod. I don't know how much nectar they get from, if this is a nectar source or not. But it's this nice blue sky, no cloud. I think it's 68 degrees. The chipmunk is staking out its territory. It's funny, the squirrels or the chipmunks have not discovered sunflower seeds. So let's see what we got going on here. Actually, I don't know if I'm even seeing pollen going in. Anyways, they don't seem, knock on wood here, as I pass, too defensive. This is nice. This is, what is this? Oh, it escapes me. But cardinal flower. I wasn't certain whether this was going to make it, because my understanding is cardinal flower needs marshy area, but we got a lot of rain this year, and this seems to be loving the cool temperatures. And let's see, I don't know if I can take a picture. I've been meaning to get a still shot of this, but I think I have to turn the camera off. Okay, I'm back. Took a couple of photos. I thought this was, it actually looks like a different variety. I don't know what's going on with this thing here. That was supposed to be cardinal flower 2, but it's this flat. I don't know what that is. Yeah, that's really impressive. If I had a whole flower bed of those, that'd be nice. Again, I've got the red hot poker here. I don't know what the variety is. I don't know if this is just a sterile plant. I don't know what happened with this. Is it a biannual? No flowers on these. They're huge. I thought for sure I was going to get spikes off of those. Bought those online as plants. I had better success with the ones I started from seed. In fact, I've been meaning to, of course, late in the season now, get distracted here, squirrel. Get the grasshoppers. Borage. Self-seeding, I've got it in a number of places here, and this blooms all season long. As soon as the plants start up in the spring, they fall back. The only thing is they flop down, pretty ugly looking. Yeah, self-seeding. I planted initial ones from seed, threw some seed down, I think from like Johnny seed. Cigar plant, I haven't seen the hummingbird for maybe 5 days now, so I think they finally, unless there's some passing through from coming down from Maine or something. Definitely, I keep on saying this, I want to take some cuttings off of this, definitely going to bring it in. That's what I did. It was a pretty sad looking plant coming into spring. Just had it in the cellar window. It was cold, and I didn't want to introduce any bugs into the house, so it hung on, and then it just exploded to this large plant. So if I had that in a simulated rain barrel or in the ground, I'm sure they're huge. Would dry out a lot because it's so huge there. African basil really takes off in the cooler temperatures, oddly enough, at the end of the season. It just becomes a huge plant. I was noticing the size of the trunk of the stems here. They're woody and it's just huge. So not to be confused with like, Italian basil. I don't think they use this for cooking. Probably, but evidently you can only start a plant from cuttings. So I don't know how this propagates in nature. So there's bees all over these flowers. They seem to live it all season long. And I got to get some water in that. I don't know what those are. Started this thing from seed. I've got like 4 of them now. I don't have the slightest idea what this is. I think it's supposed to be it's looking like it's a tree. Anyone know what this is? I think I've asked in another video that I haven't rendered yet. This one's huge because it's grown through the pot into the raised bed. And I don't have the slightest idea what it is. It was for attracting bees. I just took off the couple of figs that were on this. Chipmunk, I think, needed to put teeth marks into each one. They weren't going to ripen anyways. It's too late. It's getting too cold at night. And geez, I really like that cardinal flower. I hope that survives the winter. This is the apricot that survived. That didn't look, the roots looked terrible. I had it in the video. When I received it, they were really just chopped off the roots, but it took off, and actually probably even this complete center one here, I was thinking of completely removing that out of the center or doing an air layer. It's just this huge whip of a branch that goes straight up. And I've got another, look at this basil here, this African basil. Pretty sure it is African basil, but get the light color on this as compared to the one in the raised bed. Different soil type. Bees all over it. Russian sage, it's past. Don't see anything on it. Oh, is this a volunteer goldenrod? Huh. I didn't plant any goldenrod here. Looks like a volunteer. I also noticed flies. Look at that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the back there. The bumblebees just love it. Some domestic, I don't know if that's a hoverfly. But yeah, neighbors have dogs, so there's a lot of flies from poop, I guess. Yeah. I had goldenrod that was even taller than that. I don't know what the variety was. I just decided to get rid of it. And I think I mentioned this. When I took out that goldenrod, I found praying mantis that I hadn't seen for years. So I don't know if they just creates a nice little ecosystem that supports a lot of insects. And I mean, I had a big swath of this in the front yard instead of a lawn, and that was surprising. I said, oh, that's why we don't have as many insects, because everyone has lawn like me here now. But let's finally end this, go over to the Aster here. I forget the variety, but the one problem with this Aster is aesthetically, it just, it flops over. Last year, I had read that you can prune this back so it stays shorter, and I did that. And I thought I had done it too late in the season when I finally got around to it, but it ended up flowering. And it was more of a bushy shape. It didn't flop over. But unless you get like some type of support system in place for this to grow through, like maybe put some horizontal garden wire on posts above this to support these stems, they flop over in the middle. They're not too attractive, but I think you can hear there's so many bees on it. It's an audible sound of all the humming, collective humming. So it's the last source of food for the bees and insects. I also meant to divide these plants, get them, spread them around the yard. I did divide them once before, and I've got one in the back there, as you can see. But yes, definitely be a little bit more attractive if they're supported or pruned early on. Retain more of a bush, lower bush shape. But yeah, I can see the pollen on that. This might be a source of nectar and pollen for bees. Where'd he go? Where'd she go? There she is. Wow, those pollen baskets are packed. So this is New England gardening on this Thursday. Is it the 12th? For some reason, the 18th is coming into mind. Can't be the 18th. Anyways, this is New England Gardening. Thanks for watching.